Discover the rural and enchanting world portrayed by Daniel Ridgway Knight, an American painter who lived and worked most of his life in the ancient city of Poissy, France, where he made the garden of his own house his main scenery in search of inspiration. Next to these pleasant scenes, we can admire the harmony produced by the artist when painting young, beautiful peasant women, where the beauty of flowers complements their own beauty. Flowers are one of the most present elements in Ridgway Knight's works, and carry with them a strong symbolic yet natural and intuitive meaning, unlike many other man-made elements commonly used in painting, which requires a more detailed examination of their symbolic roles in the composition and can leave the work with a more artificial appearance. Here, the flowers, the modest life in the countryside surrounded by countless natural elements from the sun and the clouds to the plants, the river, sea and the animals, the femininity of the girls, the family, fraternal or romantic interactions, and the intimate and idyllic moments that most of the figures seems to experience have the potency to very easily evoke in us, the observers, a very vivid impression. An impression that stimulates our sensory affective faculties and even memories, because even if the observer has never set foot in Ridgway's garden or wet his toes on the banks of the river Seine, what the artist offers is an opportunity for us to have contact with a set of things that are so primordial and familiar to anyone that I dare say are also indispensable for a full and satisfactory life. Not just the river Seine itself, but the river, the fresh water, the waters, not the Ridgway's garden, but the flowers, plants, grass, dirt, nature. Not the sunset of the traditional city of Poissy, but the sunsets, the climate, the seasons. Not just the beauty of young peasant women, but the beauty of women, of men, the beauty in life. Portraying these bucolic scenes in such a detailed and technical way, but still with such an unpretentious and naturalistic aspect, the painter allows us to linger with our gaze on the four corners of the painting and see not only with our eyes, but see with our soul the beauty and richness of life. Contrary to great French painters of the time such as Jules Breton and Jean-François Millet among others, whom he knew or even became friends with, Ridgway Knight saw what they did not see, taken by the desire of their time to feed a negative view of everything that could refer to the ancien régime, the Christian Middle Ages, and ready to defend a revolutionary, modern, industrial and urban France. Many painters of their time contributed to create a sad and fatalistic impression of life in the countryside, where manual labor and the elements of nature oppresses the body, poverty and scarcity deprive man of his potency and limit him, and his own fate sabotages him. The American painter, on the other hand, presents peasants generally in idyllic moments, full of relaxation and peacefulness. In fact, more than that, in many paintings we can see a feeling of joy, affection, and even delicacy and elegance, in addition to great charisma and individuality in people and moments of intimacy. None of these characteristics were attributed to peasants in France since the insiders of the Enlightenment Revolution of 1789. The simple, full, and happy life in the countryside could not be acknowledged as such, since it very much resembles life as it was during the medieval period, to which everyone had to detest and eradicate. The painter, born in Philadelphia, enchanted France and then the world by expressing through paint the dignity of a simple life, the value of modesty, and the feminine delicacy even when covered by rustic fabric. Thus, as the flower enchants everyone around with its shapes, fragrances, colors, and subtleties, and also carries the magic of reproducing life, his female characters, the painter's specialty, do the same, while reminding us of the amount of richness and beauty there is around us. And perhaps this observation resonates even louder in those of us who already see ourselves living a completely modern and urban life, apart from elements of nature and its cycles, in the name of progress, technology, and modernization. These were some observations and reflections that Vitrivium had to make about the life and work of Daniel Ridgway Knight, with the aim of encouraging you to get to know more closely to the contributions of this great artist to our history. And before I finish, thank you for embarking on this voyage with me. You can show your support by clicking the thumbs up button. Register the traditional art shelter with a simple click on the red subscribe button. See you in the next video. And don't you forget, to be classic is to be more than lasting. It is to be timeless.